Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. The moment I pulled your cards, I felt chills run straight through me. This reading is intense. What's coming through is about someone in your world who is being absolutely wrecked by karmic consequences, and it's all tied to the way they treated others, especially you. The energy here is ruthless, raw, and honestly, it's justice in motion. They're facing exactly what they put out into the universe, and there's no escaping it this time. This is not about you seeking revenge. This is about the universe delivering justice in the most brutal way possible. What they put out is coming back to them multiplied, and you need to see this for closure, for validation, for proof that karma is real, and it does not play games. I pulled 6 cards, and each one reveals another layer of how badly this person is suffering right now. Let me dive in, because the first card alone is devastating. The first card is the 4 of Swords, and this is showing me that this person's life has come to a complete standstill. They are stuck. They cannot move forward no matter how hard they try. Everything they touch turns to dust. The 4 of Swords is revealing that the universe has literally pressed pause on their entire existence, and they are trapped in this stagnant energy with no escape. This person thought they were untouchable. They believed they could hurt whoever they wanted, manipulate situations, destroy people emotionally, and just keep winning. They were so confident that consequences would never catch up to them. But the 4 of Swords is showing me they are now in forced isolation, unable to progress, watching everyone else move forward while they are frozen in place. What makes this even more karmic is that they do not even understand why this is happening to them. They are sitting there confused, frustrated, bitter about being stuck, but they are not connecting their current misery to the pain they caused you. They are in a cosmic timeout, and it is eating them alive, because people like this hate not being in control, For you, Capricorn, this is your confirmation that karma is not just real, it is vicious when it needs to be. This person is trapped, and they will stay trapped until they face what they did. You do not need to watch anymore. Trust that the universe has them exactly where they need to be. This forced rest period is actually the universe giving them time to reflect, to sit with what they have done, to feel the weight of their choices. But most people waste this opportunity. They sit in the timeout, but they do not do the inner work. They just get bitter and resentful about being stuck. The second card is the Page of Pentacles, and this gets even better. This card is showing me that this person has lost everything they valued. Their status, their reputation, their financial security, whatever gave them a sense of power is gone. They have been knocked back down to 0, and they are starting over like a complete beginner. The Page of Pentacles represents being at the bottom again. And for someone who probably bragged about their success, who looked down on people, who felt superior, this is absolute torture. They went from thinking they were running the show to being nobody. That is a humiliation they cannot escape from. What I am picking up is that their whole life has been downgraded. Maybe they lost a relationship they thought was secure. Maybe their career imploded. Maybe people finally saw through their lies and turned their back on them. Whatever it was, they do not have it anymore, and they are scrambling, trying to rebuild, but nothing is working because their foundation was built on using people, and that never lasts. They are in spiritual kindergarten right now, being forced to relearn basic lessons about integrity and how to treat people with respect. The universe has stripped away all their shortcuts and manipulations, and now they have to actually do the work like everyone else. They hate this. The Page energy is very much about being a beginner again, about not having mastery or authority anymore. For someone who prided themselves on being ahead, on being in control, on being successful, this is a massive blow to their ego. For you, Capricorn, the Page of Pentacles confirms you are in a much stronger position than they will ever be. You built your life with integrity. Your foundation is solid. They are crumbling while you are actually thriving, and that gap is only going to get wider. You might not have everything you want yet, but you are building the right way, and that foundation cannot be shaken. The third card is the Ace of Swords, and this is where the psychological torture really kicks in. The Ace of Swords represents brutal clarity and truth cutting through all delusion. This person is starting to have moments where they see exactly what they did and exactly who they really are, and it is destroying them mentally. All their excuses are falling apart. All the lies they told themselves about why it was okay to hurt you, why they were justified, why they were the victim, those stories do not work anymore. The Ace of Swords is forcing them to see themselves clearly for the first time, and what they see is ugly. Every terrible thing they did is replaying in their mind in high definition, and they cannot escape it. I am getting that this person is having sleepless nights, racing thoughts, anxiety attacks, mental torment. They are being haunted by their own actions, and there is no relief. The sword of truth has cut through their denial, and now they are stuck with the weight of their guilt, and it is crushing them. This is just the beginning of their awakening. They know what they did now, but they have not changed yet. They are in that horrible space of knowing better, but not being better, and that internal conflict is tearing them apart. They cannot go back to ignorance, but they have not found redemption yet. They are just stuck in the guilt. This represents the beginning of a mental and spiritual awakening, but it is painful, and they are resisting every step of it. For you, the Ace of Swords is proof that truth always wins. You did not need to expose them. The universe did it for you. They cannot hide from themselves anymore, and that is the most powerful punishment there is. Your truth, your pain, your experience, it all matters, and it has been seen and acknowledged on a cosmic level, even if this person never directly apologizes to you. The fourth card is the Magician, and wow, this reveals how they misused every gift they had. This person had charisma, intelligence, influence, the ability to make things happen. They were talented, but they used all of that power to manipulate and control people instead of creating anything real or meaningful. The Magician is showing me they were skilled at getting what they wanted without caring who they hurt in the process. They could charm people, convince people, make opportunities appear. They had real power, but they wielded it like a weapon instead of a tool for good. They thought they were so clever using their gifts for selfish gain. The karmic payback here is perfect. The universe has stripped away their power. Things that used to be easy are now impossible. People who used to fall for their charm now see right through them. Their influence is gone. Their magnetism has completely faded. They are trying to use their old tricks and nothing is working anymore, and they are panicking. They do not understand why they suddenly feel so powerless, why their usual manipulation tactics fail, why nobody trusts them anymore. The universe took away the tools they abused, and they will not get them back until they learn to use power responsibly. Right now, they are just flailing around, trying to regain control and failing miserably. The karmic lesson here is about right use of power. When you have abilities, when you have influence, when you have gifts, you have a responsibility to use them ethically. For you, Capricorn, the Magician is reminding you that your power is real because it comes from authenticity. You never had to manipulate or scheme. Your magic is pure, and that is why it lasts while theirs crumbles. Keep trusting your own abilities and know that you do not need to manipulate or hurt people to get what you want. Your path is different and ultimately more fulfilling. The fifth card is King of Pentacles, and this shows what they thought they were versus what they actually are. This person wanted to be seen as successful, stable, respected, maybe even generous. They had this vision of themselves as someone important, someone others looked up to. They wanted the crown without earning it. But the King of Pentacles represents true abundance, built on integrity and hard work, and treating people right. This person wanted the appearance of success without the character to back it up. They thought they could fake it and nobody would notice. They climbed over people, took credit for others' work, destroyed relationships to get ahead. they believed success by any means was still success. Wrong. Their false empire is collapsing. Whatever they built through manipulation and harm is falling apart in real time. They are losing respect, losing money, losing stability. People are not helping them when they need it because they never helped anyone else. They are discovering that when you burn bridges, you end up stranded and alone. The King of Pentacles is showing they are now in a position where they need grace and support, and guess what? Nobody is coming to save them. All that goodwill they should have built up over the years does not exist because they were too selfish to create it. Now they are alone in their struggle, and it is their own fault. Their castle is falling apart because the foundation was rotten from the beginning. For you, Capricorn, this card promises that your success will be real and lasting because you are building it the right way. You will have the crown they always wanted, but could never keep. You are treating people with respect, being generous with your time and energy, creating something that will actually last. The universe sees that, and you are being supported in ways that will become very clear. The sixth card is the Hanged Man, and this is the most brutal card in the entire spread. The Hanged Man shows this person is completely suspended in suffering right now. They are stuck hanging upside down in this awful in-between space, unable to move forward or go back. They are trapped in transformation whether they like it or not. This is cosmic punishment at its finest. They cannot escape. They cannot manipulate their way out. They cannot charm anyone into saving them. The universe has them strung up, and they will hang there until they completely surrender and change. The Hanged Man represents ego death, and this person's ego is being strangled slowly. What makes this so perfect is that they have no choice. They must go through this. They must feel everything. They must face everything. The discomfort is excruciating, and it will continue until they let go of who they thought they were and accept the hard lessons they have been avoiding. Every day they resist is another day of torture. The Hanged Man is about suspension, being stuck, seeing things from a completely different perspective, sacrifice, and ultimately surrender. The sacrifice required by the Hanged Man is the sacrifice of the ego, the false self, the mask they have been wearing. They have to let go of the identity they built that was based on using people and getting ahead at any cost. That identity has to die for their true self to emerge. They are in the death process right now, and they are probably resisting it with everything they have. For you, Capricorn, the Hanged Man is your release. They are exactly where they deserve to be. You can finally let go knowing that karma caught up and it was merciless. Their suffering is not your responsibility. Walk away free. This karmic cycle is exactly what needed to happen for their own evolution. You do not need to feel guilty, because this is not about you punishing them. This is about the universe loving them enough to stop them before they caused even more damage. So Capricorn, here is the truth. This person is being absolutely demolished by karma right now. They are stuck, powerless, broke, mentally tortured, stripped of success, and hanging in transformational agony. Every card confirms they are paying for what they did, and the bill is expensive. This reading is your validation that justice exists, that the universe sees everything, that people who cause harm will absolutely face consequences even if it takes time. You do not need to do anything. Karma handled it brutally. Your only job now is to release this completely and build your incredible future. You won. They lost. Let that be enough, and move forward into everything you deserve. Release the anger. Release the need for them to acknowledge what they did. Release the hope that they will change and come back different. Focus on your own healing and your own path forward. You are protected. You are seen. You are validated. If this resonated, drop a comment. Have you felt this energy around someone from your past? Let me know. Sending you love. See you next time.